2017, renowned fashion designer and visual artist Mary Martin's latest collection was then also inspired by Black history, and she launched the new line as the UK, as I just mentioned, marked a Black History Month, which culminates today. Now, with elements of African countries and cultures, the design explores themes of reclaiming Black history of slavery and also celebrating it in a positive light. Now, her recently launched the Return collection will see garments made from vintage silk and straw, imbued with meaning and a metaphor of our times. So Mary Martin joins us to tell us a little bit more. Mary, good morning. Thank you for joining us here on Weekend Dawn. I mean, if you can hear me, we're just concluding celebrations, regarding Black History Month. In terms of a Black artist and also the significance of what it represents for you at large, what are you celebrating for as the day concludes today?
I'm celebrating the celebration of being alive. I'm celebrating, I wanted to have it like Black excellence. I wanted to show Black people in a positive light instead of always a negative light. I wanted to show Black excellence.
And so you allude to rewriting narratives, redefining narratives in a more positive light, so much so that your Return collection, in fact, depicts that. So in terms of what you're offering through the Return collection this time round, what was the inspiration, the textures, the fabrics, and the nuances that you've used?
Well, my inspiration was actually history inspired myself. That building is the Foreign Office in London, and Ignatius Sancho, a poet and a writer, was the first Black millionaire who lived on that road. And when I went into the building, I saw his picture on the wall. So the clothes that I made were of that era, 18th century. I used the African fabric, and I recreated history by putting the Black people in the grand houses and dressing them grand in the beautiful silk and taffeta and everything that I used. The ballerina, Omozefi, she had come out of retirement for that shoot, and she's actually a ballerina. And she came out of retirement, and she came that day, and she just danced and danced and danced while we were doing the show, and it was amazing. This dress is, sorry.
What you're saying, ultimately, by celebrating Black History Month, we're looking at some of the more systemic issues, such as white supremacy, that continues to pervade society. Obviously, we've seen ideology, stereotypes, institutional, systemic dehumanization of one group against another. On the back of that, looking at your latest offering in the Return collection, I want to know from you, how have you managed to use art as a form of resistance in this day and age?
I use art to express myself, and what's on the inside, it always comes out on the outside. Because of the COVID-19, I was locked away at my home, and I had all these grand fabrics, and I wanted to just project a good image, that Black is not bad. Black is good, actually, And I wanted to, just portray the beautiful models coming down the stairs and using the actual Foreign Office, which was they were very kind of them. It was very kind of them to let me use the office, in the Black History Month. Although every day is Black History to me, as I'm Black, but this is what I created.
Mary, you are certainly minding your Black-owned business. I want to conclude this conversation by perhaps just taking a look at some of these challenges that you continue to face along the value chain at large, and also what are the opportunities that have also presented themselves as we conclude this chat.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Sorry.
I was just asking about the challenges that you as a designer are facing along the value chain in the clothing and textile industry, in this day and age, and perhaps also the opportunities that have afforded themselves as we navigate this new normal.
Well, myself, I've been doing fashion for 6 years, and I graduated last year at the University of East London. I went to the graduation final day, and they gave out 20 awards, and not one person of color got one of them awards. And we all looked at each other, and it was just devastating to know that they was not giving us an award. So basically, I knew that we're not included. So I just thought to myself, let me get up and make a statement. I make a statement with my clothes. I say I'm the queen of the catwalk. I don't really care if the white society is not accepting me, because they will have to accept me, because I'm on social media. I'm all over the place. I'm in your face. I mean, I say to myself, if I was white, I would most probably be Vivienne Westwood with the talent that I have. But they do overlook the talent, and I just keep going forward and going forward. And as a woman of color, I keep going forward because I have to express myself and let people out there know it doesn't matter how old you are. If you've got something, if you've got a dream, just keep going for your dream. Don't stop. Don't let nothing hold you back. Just keep going and looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. We all deserve a place in this world. We've all got 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 feet. We've all got everything the same. So it's only the color which is a bit different. And, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But talent and creativity is something that you're born with. It's something that God gives you. And it's something that you should show the world.
Well, thank you for healing us through your art. Thank you for being a conversation starter. And, of course, thank you for being a mirror where we reflect on some of the broader issues in society. Again, fashion designer Mary Martin, London, talking to us about her latest collection, which embodies the history of Africans and blackness, launched on Black History Month, which culminates today, in fact, as October concludes.